over 50, one tiny change to what you put on your plate, done the right way for keto, can warm your feet, reduce cramping, and get blood moving in your legs faster than you might expect. I spent months reviewing the research, talking to vascular experts, and testing practical, low-carb protocols with older adults. Here's a clear, keto-friendly plan you can add to your meals that targets the underlying cause of many age-related leg problems, the loss of nitric oxide. As you get older, your body makes far less nitric oxide, the molecule your blood vessels use to relax and widen so blood flows smoothly. Studies show nitric oxide production can fall dramatically with age. In certain groups, it's been reported to drop by roughly 2/3 from younger adult levels. Less nitric oxide means narrower vessels, poorer circulation, colder, numb toes, leg cramps at night, slower healing, and a higher risk of falls because nerves and muscles simply aren't getting the oxygen and nutrients they need. The good news, certain foods and drinks supply dietary nitrates or support the body's nitric oxide pathways, and they can increase blood flow within hours and improve function over weeks when used consistently. Here's the short science. Many vegetables, especially leafy greens and beets, are rich in inorganic nitrates. When you consume those nitrates, oral bacteria convert them to nitrate, and your body can then produce nitric oxide, especially under low oxygen conditions in tissues. That conversion depends on the bacteria in your mouth and on simple timing rules. More on that in a moment. That's why a cup of beet juice, a fresh arugula smoothie, or even a hibiscus tea can have a direct, measurable effect on how well blood moves through your legs. Before I give you the practical protocol and keto adaptations, a quick ranked list so you can see the relative effectiveness and the carb trade-offs, from least effective baseline to the top choices you'll want to prioritize. If you want the printable, keto-friendly plan and recipes, hit subscribe and check the link in the description. Number 10, plain water. Hydration matters for circulation and prevents thickened blood, but it won't directly boost nitric oxide. Water is essential, but it's a background habit, not the active ingredient. Number 9, standard green tea. Modest vascular benefits from antioxidants and mild relaxation effects, but not a nitrate source. Low carb, safe for keto. Number 8, pomegranate juice. Antioxidant and vasculoprotective, but high in sugar. Not ideal for strict keto unless you use a small 1 to 2 ounce shot occasionally. Number 7, tart cherry juice. Helpful for recovery and inflammation. Again, sugar is the problem. Small portions only or opt for concentrated extract with low carbs. Number 6, unsweetened cocoa clackout drink. Flavanols in cocoa support endothelial function and can improve blood flow. Very keto-friendly when unsweetened and paired with fats. Number 5, watermelon or pomegranate whole fruit. Contains nitrates and L-citrulline in watermelon that support nitric oxide, but both carry carbs and need portion control. Number 4, hibiscus tea. A surprisingly powerful low-carb option. Studies show hibiscus can lower blood pressure and support circulation without adding sugar. Great for keto. Number 3, celery juice. Decent nitrate content, simple to prep, and a fast morning shot can trigger a nitric oxide boost. Watch portions. A smaller shot works for keto. Number 2, arugula and other high nitrate leafy greens. Extremely high in nitrates per calorie, very low in carbs when used as a salad or blended with avocado. A keto win. Number 1, beetroot, juice or powder. The most potent, fastest-acting nitrate source we have. Studies show beetroot intake can increase blood flow metrics and lower blood pressure within a few hours, and repeated daily use produces larger effects over weeks. Carb content is the downside for keto, but there are practical workarounds I'll show you. That ranking balances raw effectiveness for increasing nitric oxide and improving leg circulation with keto compatibility. Now let's dive deeper into the top choices, how they work, the risks, and exact low-carb ways to use them so you don't derail ketosis. Beetroot. Why it tops the list, and how to make it keto-safe. Beetroot provides a concentrated dose of inorganic nitrates, and in clinical settings, it's been the single most reliable dietary way to raise nitrite and nitric oxide levels quickly. Research has demonstrated increases in blood flow to the limbs and improvements in exercise tolerance in older and clinical populations within 2 to 3 hours after drinking beet juice, and consistent daily use over weeks can improve endurance and reduce cramping. That makes beets an excellent tool when used responsibly. The keto problem is sugar. An 8-ounce glass of beet juice can contain 10 to 15 grams or more of carbohydrates, depending on the preparation. Not catastrophic for everyone on keto, but it's a noticeable hit if you're aiming for strict carb limits. Here are practical, tested options that keep carbs low while capturing most of the nitrate benefit. Concentrated beetroot powder. Many high-quality beet powders deliver much of the nitrate benefit in a single scoop for just a gram or 2 of carbs. Take your powder mixed with water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. If you're using powder, check the product's label for nitrate content and serving size. Start with 1 scoop and work up if you tolerate it well. Pair the powder or dilute shot with your protein-rich breakfast to blend any glucose response. Small beet shots. Instead of a full 8-ounce glass, Aim for 2 to 4 ounces of fresh beet juice, or dilute a shot 1-to-1 with water. This gives you a concentrated nitrate hit with fewer carbs. Take it on an empty stomach about 10 to 30 minutes before eating.
If you're sensitive to carbs, split the shot over 10 minutes or pair immediately with eggs and avocado. Intermittent heavier doses. If you want the strongest effect but low daily carbs, consider doing a double dose 2 to 3 times per week. For example, a full 8-ounce serving on workout days or walking days, while keeping the other days to powder or arugula. Studies that show large flow increases often use higher doses across days, but you can get meaningful benefit from smaller daily doses too. Beet greens and cooked beets. Whole beets and their greens contain nitrates with some fiber and lower sugar density than juice, but portion control is still important for strict keto. A small side of cooked beet with a fatty salad is an option once or twice weekly. Always remember, if you have a history of kidney stones or oxalate sensitivity, beets are relatively high in oxalates. Discuss with your doctor before making them a daily habit. Arugula and high nitrate leafy greens, the keto superstar. Arugula, rocket, Swiss chard, and certain other leafy greens are among the most nitrate-dense vegetables on a per-calorie basis. That means you can get a powerful nitrate dose with almost no carbs if you use them raw or quickly blended with low-carb ingredients. Here's how to integrate them. Arugula salad every day. 2 generous cups of arugula tossed with extra virgin olive oil, lemon, salt, and a quarter avocado gives you nitrates, plus healthy fats to support absorption and stable blood sugar. Add a palm-sized portion of smoked salmon or shredded chicken for protein. Arugula smoothie, keto version. Blend 2 cups arugula with 1/4 avocado, 1 tablespoon MCT oil, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, and a small handful, 1 to 2 tablespoons, of frozen raspberries if you want a touch of sweetness. This keeps carbs low while delivering nitrates efficiently. Drink it immediately. Microgreens and fresh greens on each plate. Make nitrate-rich greens your garnish. Micro arugula, basil, and cilantro can be sprinkled on eggs, fish, and salads. It's a tiny habit with outsized effect. Celery, the easy nitrate shot. Celery is often underrated for nitrates, but in juice form it can deliver a quick boost. Many people like the ritual of a morning celery shot on an empty stomach. For keto, keep the shot small. Juice 2 to 4 stalks instead of a full head. That gives you a 3 to 4 ounce shot with a meaningful nitrate payload and fewer carbs. If you're juicing for convenience, dilute with water. Blend instead of juice if you prefer fiber. Blend celery with cucumber and ice for a low-carb green drink. The fiber slightly slows any glucose rise and retains more micronutrients. Use celery salts and leaves. Celery leaves and small amounts of concentrated celery juice can be added to soups and smoothies. Hibiscus tea. Low-carb, blood pressure friendly, and a great daily habit. Hibiscus tea has clinical evidence supporting modest reductions in blood pressure and improved vascular markers.
It's very low in carbs when unsweetened. Plus, it's hydrating and easy to prepare. For keto audiences, brew strong. Steep 2 teaspoons or 2 bags of hibiscus for 8 to 10 minutes and drink unsweetened or sweeten with stevia or monk fruit if desired. Drink once in the morning and once in the afternoon for steady nitrate and flavonoid exposure. Be careful with blood pressure. Hibiscus can lower blood pressure. If you're on antihypertensive medications, check with your physician before starting regular hibiscus intake and monitor your blood pressure at home. Unsweetened cocoa/cacao, flavanols for the endothelium. Cocoa doesn't provide nitrates, but its flavanols support endothelial function and nitric oxide signaling through a different pathway. It's a useful adjunct, especially for keto. Use pure, unsweetened cocoa powder, not hot chocolate mixes. A standard practical dose is 1 to 2 tablespoons of pure cacao mixed with hot water or unsweetened almond milk and sweetened with stevia. Add a tablespoon of MCT oil or a little heavy cream to make it a satiating keto drink. Putting this into a practical meal-level plan, add this to your meals without breaking ketosis. The goal is to make the nitrate habit simple, repeatable, and compatible with a low-carb lifestyle. Here are realistic, low-prep examples you can adopt immediately. Breakfast example, the quick beet shot plus eggs. First thing, on an empty stomach, take a concentrated beet powder mixed with water or a 2 to 4 ounce beet shot diluted 1-to-1 with water. Wait 30 minutes before eating. Then eat 2 eggs cooked in butter with half an avocado and a handful of arugula tossed in olive oil and lemon. This pairing gives you a nitrate hit and a protein-fat meal to control glucose. Alternative breakfast if you're beet shy, arugula smoothie. Blend 2 cups arugula, 1/4 avocado, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon MCT oil, a squeeze of lemon, and a pinch of salt. Drink immediately on an empty stomach or with a small protein snack shortly after. Lunch example, arugula salad plus hibiscus iced tea. A large arugula salad with shredded chicken, olives, feta, or a keto cheese substitute, olive oil, and lemon gives you a strong nitrate base. Drink hibiscus tea unsweetened alongside. If you want beet benefits, add a 1 to 2 ounce beet shot before lunch on days you allow slightly higher carbs. Afternoon recovery. Cocoa pick-me-up. If you feel leg fatigue after a walk, make a hot, unsweetened cocoa with 1 to 2 tablespoons cacao, hot water, a dash of cinnamon, a tablespoon of MCT oil, and a keto sweetener. This supports endothelial signaling and feels restorative. Snack or pre-walk, small celery or beet shot. If you're planning a walk and want better blood flow, take a small celery or beet shot 30 to 60 minutes before heading out. A 2 to 3 stalk celery juice or a 2 to 4 ounce beet shot can boost perfusion and reduce cramping during activity. Dinner, leafy garnish and low-carb sides.
Top roasted salmon or steak with an arugula and parsley chimichurri. Add a side of steamed asparagus with butter, and sip hibiscus tea later in the evening if you like. Avoid sweet fruit juices close to bedtime. Rules that drive effectiveness. Read and follow these. The nitrate pathway relies on oral bacteria and timing, so small habits change everything. Empty stomach first. For the strongest conversion, take nitrate-rich shots or powders on an empty stomach. Many studies showing rapid blood flow increases used morning pre-meal doses. Wait 30 minutes to eat. After your nitrate shot, wait about 30 minutes before eating. This improves conversion and absorption. If you absolutely need to eat sooner, pair the nitrate with protein and fat to blunt glucose effects. Avoid antibacterial mouthwash around the dose. Antibacterial mouthwash can kill the oral microbes that convert nitrate to nitrite. Don't use strong antiseptic mouthwash for at least 30 minutes before or after your nitrate drink. Better yet, avoid such mouthwash around the time of dosing entirely. Don't use sugary processed formulations. Many commercial juices are loaded with sugar or added sweeteners. For keto, always prefer unsweetened, concentrated powders, small shots, or whole leafy greens. Monitor blood pressure and symptoms. If you're on blood pressure medications, nitrates and hibiscus can lower blood pressure further. Track your readings at home and consult your physician before starting. Safety flags, interactions, and who needs extra caution. This is important. Dietary nitrates and some of these botanicals affect blood pressure and interact with medical conditions and medications. Do not assume they are harmless simply because they're natural. Blood pressure medications and nitrates. If you take antihypertensive drugs, especially nitrates used for angina, phosphodiesterase inhibitors, or multiple blood pressure drugs, adding dietary nitrates can amplify the blood pressure lowering effect. That's potentially dangerous. Always consult your physician before starting daily nitrate supplementation. Kidney stone risk and oxalates. Beets, spinach, and certain greens are higher in oxalates. If you have a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones, check with a nephrologist or your doctor before daily beet or spinach routines. Diabetes and sugars. If you have diabetes or insulin resistance, be cautious about whole juices and full 8-ounce beet servings. Use powder, small shots, or rely on low-carb leafies and hibiscus instead. Monitor blood glucose to see how you respond. Nitrate allergy or intolerance. Rare, but if you notice sudden dizziness, severe headaches, or other acute reactions after a nitrate shot, stop and consult your doctor. Medication interactions beyond blood pressure. Many herbal compounds interact with prescription medications. If you're on blood thinners, anticonvulsants, or other long-term prescriptions, discuss changes with your prescribing clinician. What you can expect and how fast you might see changes. Everyone is different, but based on trial data and clinical experience, within hours, some people notice warmth returning to cold toes, reduced numbness, or less immediate stiffness within 2 to 3 hours after a nitrate dose. This is most often reported with beetroot. Within days, a reduction in frequency or intensity of cramps and slightly improved walking ease can appear within several days of consistent use. Within weeks, measurable improvements in endurance and ongoing reduction in cramping or leg pain often appear after 2 to 6 weeks of daily nitrate support and activity. Research studies that track flow and exercise responses typically show larger changes with sustained intake. But remember, these are averages from studies, not guarantees. Individual response varies with baseline health, medications, oral microbiome, and how faithfully you follow the timing and pairing rules. A 30-day keto-friendly nitrate challenge you can start today. This is a simple, trackable plan designed for older adults following low-carb or ketogenic eating patterns. It's conservative on carbs, but consistent on nitrates. Baseline measures to record on day 0, resting blood pressure, a walking test, time how long it takes to walk a set distance you can repeat, even walking around a block. A simple pain cramp log, rate daily leg pain on a scale of 0 to 10, and a note about whether your feet feel cold or numb. If you have a blood pressure cuff at home, Take 2 readings and note the average. Daily steps for 30 days. Morning, fasted. Take your nitrate boost. Choose one primary option for the month. Suggested defaults: keto conservative, arugula smoothie, recipe below, or beetroot powder scoop with water. Keto moderate, 2 to 4 ounce beet shot diluted 1:1 before breakfast. Extra option, celery shot on alternating days. Wait 30 minutes, then eat your usual keto meal focusing on protein and fat. Midday, drink hibiscus tea unsweetened if desired and safe with your meds. Afternoon or pre-walk, if you need extra support for a planned walk, take a celery or small beet shot 30 to 60 minutes beforehand. Evening, optional unsweetened cocoa as a recovery drink. Weekly check. Measure blood pressure twice weekly, log cramps and walking test results, and note energy and leg warmth. If anything unusual occurs, lightheadedness, excessive drops in blood pressure, or increased symptoms, stop the new habit and consult your physician. Example recipes that are easy for older adults and keto-friendly. Keto Arugula Boost Smoothie. 2 cups fresh arugula, a quarter avocado, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon MCT oil, a squeeze of lemon, pinch of salt. Blend and drink. Approximate carbs, very low, under 5 gram net depending on almond milk.
Beet powder morning shot. 1 scoop beetroot powder, check label, mixed with 8 to 10 ounces cold water. If you prefer even lower carbs, use half a scoop in 8 ounces water. Take on an empty stomach, then wait 30 minutes. Small beet shot diluted. 2 to 4 ounces fresh beet juice plus 2 to 4 ounces water. Sip slowly. Follow with a protein-rich breakfast after 30 minutes. Celery shot. Juice 2 to 4 large celery stalks for a 3 to 5 ounce shot. Dilute with water if desired. Take fasted or pre-walk. Hibiscus iced tea. Steep 2 teaspoons dried hibiscus or 2 tea bags in 12 ounces hot water for 8 to 10 minutes. Chill or add ice. Sweeten with stevia if needed. Cocoa recovery drink. 1 to 2 tablespoons pure cacao powder, hot water or unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon MCT oil, stevia to taste. Practical tips for sticking with it. Small habits beat perfect ones. Pick one primary nitrate source for the first week. Arugula or beet powder are easiest for keto, and make it part of your morning ritual. Avoid mouthwash or brushing immediately before or after the dose if you can't avoid it. Instead, rinse with plain water. Place your ingredients on the counter the night before so you don't skip during a busy morning. If you're on a tight carb budget, prioritize arugula plus hibiscus and use beet powder only 3 to 4 times per week. If you're relatively flexible on carbs, a daily small beet shot 2 to 4 ounces can be a strong strategy. What about supplements and nitrates as pills? There are nitrate-containing supplements and concentrated extracts on the market. Some are convenient, but product quality and nitrate content vary widely. If you choose a product, look for reputable brands that provide independent lab testing and clear nitrate levels. Supplements do not remove the need for medical caution. The same safety flags apply. A final note on the oral microbiome. Your mouth matters for this pathway. Overuse of broad-spectrum antiseptic mouthwash can blunt the beneficial conversion of nitrate to nitrite. If you use mouthwash daily, consider switching to milder rinses or timing your mouthwash use away from your nitrate dose. Regular dental care is still essential. Consult your dentist for personalized advice. Let's wrap this up with a clear, motivating takeaway. Age-related decline in nitric oxide is a major driver of poor leg circulation, cramps, and mobility loss, but targeted dietary steps can stimulate your body's own nitric oxide pathway and deliver measurable improvements. For people over 50 on keto, the best strategy is to prioritize high nitrate leafy greens like arugula, use concentrated beetroot powders or small beet shots judiciously, include low-carb hibiscus and unsweetened cocoa, and follow simple timing rules. On an empty stomach, avoid strong mouthwash around dosing, and wait about 30 minutes before eating. Always factor in your medications, especially blood pressure drugs, and consult your physician before starting daily nitrate routines.
Your challenge for the next 30 days. Pick one primary nitrate source from this plan. Add it to your morning routine as described, track your blood pressure and leg symptoms, and test your walking ability weekly. If you want the printable keto-friendly plan, exact recipes scaled for seniors, and a shopping checklist, hit subscribe and check the link in the description. One last reminder, these food-based strategies are powerful adjuncts, not replacements for medical treatment. Do not stop or alter prescribed medications without your physician's approval. If you take blood pressure medications, have kidney stone history, or manage diabetes, talk with your doctor before starting. But if your goal is independence, fewer cramps, and more confident walking, there's a high-value, low-complexity change you can add to your meals starting tomorrow. Try the 30-day keto-friendly nitrate boost and come back and share your results.